Today we're going to be talking about my number one tool for helping keeping this beautiful mind in check. Good morning, loves. Welcome to Tuesday. It's another beautiful day full of endless possibilities, and I'm happy to be here with you. Alright, let's get everything all set up here. Wait for some people to join us. Feel free to share this live stream. Today we're going to be talking about my number one tool for helping keeping this beautiful mind in check. Keeping it where it needs to be, because the mind has a tendency to go all over the place. Alright. Share, and post. Gorgeous. Alright, so here we are. So like I was saying, our minds love to go in all different directions. We've spent our entire life training it to do a million different things and to think about a million different things. Sometimes it's purely out of survival, sometimes it's creative, whatever. Like, we are awesome at letting our minds just go wild. So a really useful tool is something that helps us control our thinking and push it in the direction that we really want it to go, instead of just allowing it to be all over the place. All the places, which is really hard because you know me, I like to do all the things and be in all the places, and sometimes we need to reel it in a little bit. So I've talked about this before in on my blog, but I figured I would do a little live stream today about it. And the number one thing that I use to keep my mind in check is meditation. So meditation does a lot of different things for us. It helps us reduce stress, helps us clear our minds, helps us increase our focus, and it helps us even navigate tough emotions and tough situations that we're going through. So it has a ton of benefits. And I know that meditation is a little intimidating to some, not so much to others, and that's okay. We'll talk a little bit more about how to meditate, how long you should meditate, and how to get the most out of it, and all of that stuff. So first and foremost, meditation comes in a lot of different forms. There are so many ways to meditate, and it's okay if your form of meditation is different from the next person. All that really matters is that it works for you. That is the key point. And if whatever technique you're trying doesn't work for you, totally push to the side. Try something else. Change it up. There are breathing techniques, there are guided meditations on YouTube. Like, seriously, YouTube has some really good stuff for guided meditation when you're just getting started. So definitely use that as a resource. There is mantra that you can use during meditation. Again, something you can find on YouTube. There's a million different ways to use mantras. So that in and of itself, you have a lot of playroom there to figure out what works best for you. And then there's even different things like walking meditation and sitting meditation. So if you're not finding your flow with a sitting meditation practice, there are ways to do walking meditation as well. So don't feel like you're stuck with this one particular way because this one person told you that you need to meditate this way. Meditation is kind of like, I'm finding it's kind of like religion, or your belief structure, or your spirituality. Like, everybody has their own way of calming the mind through meditation, and that is beautiful. I love it, because it also leaves room for a lot of discussion and connecting on different ways that everybody else does it, and I'm always really fascinated to see what works best for everybody else. So if you want to, I would love to hear how you meditate and what works best for you. Okay, so next, how long? Like, I get people that talk to me about meditation and they're just like, I just can't sit for that long, I just can't, meditate for that long, and that's okay too. You will find that as you practice more, you'll be able to meditate longer. And 5 minutes is better than nothing at all. So at the very least, if you could get 5 minutes in, you're doing great. You're doing great. And also, 5 minutes is a lot easier to put into regular practice in your routine than a longer practice. So as you meditate longer, you have to shift it around in your routine a little bit, and that's okay too, which is another really big point, is to get the most out of your practice, it has to be consistent. You can, move away from it for a while and come back to it, but to really see it working effectively and offering you the most benefits, you have to do it regularly. So if you just sit with that 5 minutes and you do it every single day, 5 minutes in your day, in your schedule that you'll typically always have available to you. I mean, obviously, life happens and emergencies and crazy things come up, but 5 minutes before bed or 5 minutes first thing when you open your eyes, those are really good times where you know that you will 9 times out of 10 have the time available to you to use. So make sure that it fits with your schedule and make sure that it's for a duration that you're comfortable with, and as you progress, then you may sit longer or walk longer or whatever practice you're doing, and that's cool too. Let's see. So make sure that you have time available to you, and how do you get even more out of your meditation practice? Well, you can't force it. And I see so many people get frustrated with meditation because they're forcing these long durations of time, or they're sticking with a practice that just isn't working for them. Feel free to switch it up. This tool is for you. It's for nobody else. It's for you. So don't force it into something that isn't working for you. Be open to new techniques, new routines, new durations, new times in your schedule. Add 5 minutes here during this part of your day, or switch it up to this other part of your day. Don't force it, because as soon as you start forcing it, you're not going to stick to it, and then you're really not going to get any of the benefits if it's not something that you are looking forward to. So that is my best tip, my biggest and best tip. I have had a very loose meditation practice for about 7 years, a very consistent meditation practice for the last 2 years, and I can definitely advocate that even though I was reaping some of the reward with my meditation practice before, once I was really consistent with it, that's when I saw the biggest change in my thinking and how I was able to process and how I was able to be more aware of myself and my thoughts and how that was impacting me. And that right there is a huge, huge takeaway. Huge. Personal awareness is irreplaceable. The more aware we can be of ourselves, the better, and the better we can interact with the people around us. So that's my best tip, and I hope that you guys have a great Tuesday and happy meditating. Ta-ta.